I moved into my new apartment on a Saturday in October. Third floor unit, older building, the kind of place with thick walls and creaky hardwood floors and radiators that knock and hiss through the night like they have opinions. I loved it immediately. There is something about old buildings that feels lived in a way that new construction never quite manages. Like the walls have absorbed something from every person who passed through. I did not know how literally true that was about to become. The apartment came partially furnished. The previous tenant had left a few things behind with the landlord's permission. A bookshelf, a small kitchen table, a wooden chest at the foot of the bedroom closet that the landlord said I could keep or toss, whatever I wanted. I kept it. It had good bones, and I figured I would use it for extra blankets. About a week after moving in, I was reorganizing the closet, and I pulled the chest completely out from the wall to clean behind it. It was heavier than I expected. Not blanket heavy, something inside heavy. I opened the latch. Inside, wrapped in a faded blue pillowcase, was a journal, hardcover, dark green, with a small brass clasp that was not locked. No name on the cover, no identifying information on the first page. Just a date, March 4th, 2019, and a first entry written in small, careful handwriting. I sat down on the closet floor, and I read the whole thing in one sitting. It belonged to a woman. I will call her Eleanor, though that was not her name. She was in her late 30s when she started writing it, and the entry spanned about 13 months. She had lived in my apartment. She had sat in my kitchen and looked out the same window I look out of every morning. She had lain in the same bedroom listening to the same radiator knock. The diary was not dramatic in the way you might expect. There were no dark secrets, no crimes, no shocking revelations. It was something quieter, and in some ways more affecting than that. It was just a life. A woman working through a divorce she had not wanted, learning to live alone for the first time in 11 years, discovering that solitude and loneliness are not the same thing, and slowly learning to tell them apart. There were funny entries. One about a mouse she named Gerald, who she caught and released 3 times before he apparently gave up and moved on.
One about burning the same recipe 4 separate times before getting it right. One about a neighbor down the hall who played the same 3 songs on guitar every single evening, and how she went from finding it annoying to finding it comforting, without ever quite noticing the transition. And there were hard entries, the kind that you read and feel like you have accidentally walked into a room you were not meant to enter. The 2 a.m. entries. The ones written in handwriting slightly less careful than the rest, where she was working through grief and anger and the particular exhaustion of rebuilding a life you did not plan to rebuild. The last entry was dated May of 2020. It was short. She wrote that she had found a new place, that she was leaving this apartment, that she had been happier here than she had expected to be when she arrived, and sadder than she had planned, and more herself than she had been in years. She wrote, "I came here not knowing who I was going to be on the other side of all of this. I think I know now. I think that is enough." I closed the journal and sat there for a while. I tried to find her, gently, through the landlord who remembered her but did not have current contact information, and through a couple of other quiet avenues. I wanted to return it. I also just wanted her to know that someone had read it, that it had mattered to a stranger, sitting on a closet floor in October, who needed, maybe more than she realized, to be reminded that hard chapters have last entries. I never found her. The journal is on my bookshelf now, right next to my own things, like it belongs there. Maybe it does. Some people leave more behind in a place than they know.